Good evening, one and all, and I hope it is audible to everyone. So, after a long time, I hope we are all seeing over here. I hope everyone is comfortable. Yes, yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Good evening, all. Very happy to see everyone during this particular time. Yes. Oh my God, this many members. Very good. Very good. Very good. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your response. And happy for this. Yeah. Thank you for this particular response, and I hope it will be better instead of just picking out this kind of chats. You guys can just put that kind of relative questions into the chat so that the scraps won't be there inside the chat, and those who have any more questions also, you can just post it in the comments later on if you are just seeing this video. And it's a humble request to you, all the participants. You can just share this particular YouTube live link into your Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. Okay, so please kindly share this particular link and you can return back to this live. The live will be exactly starting at 7:30 p.m. so that everyone's friends will be able to see this. Yes, I hope for everyone it is audible now and it is pakka clear. Yeah, attendance and all the particular details will be sharing at 8 o'clock. Yes. Yes, this is my maximum voice and I hope it is audible for everyone. The thing is, you can also check your volume side. My maximum voice only I am speaking over here. Yeah, the messages are so fast so that I feel a little bit difficult to see all your messages. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, cool. So, participants, I welcome you all for this 30 days masterclass, and today we start with day one. So, on this particular occasion, I would like to share many kinds of details like introduction towards artificial intelligence. Through that, we'll be going so which and all companies or what and all the particular applications, and how to work with the basic kind of project demo like a hand tracking system. So how that particular application is done with the help of computer vision and Python. So this kind of things we will be going on for today, and at the same time we will also have some interesting discussions regarding today's AI news at the end of the session. And also for all the internship students and internship participants, I would like to show you how to register and at the same time how to log in towards the course. So we have provided two links, and in that two links itself how to do we will be just showing it. Okay, so once again I welcome you all for day one, introduction to AI, also known as artificial intelligence. So myself, Jishnu Radhakrishnan, I am from Pantech e-learning working in R&D. So my experience is more than 2, and I have worked under the Internet of Things, deep learning, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and also I have worked on the boards like Jetson Nano, ARM7, and at the same time Raspberry Pi. Also integrated augmented reality with Raspberry Pi for a basic home automation projects. About Pantech. So Pantech is a group of organization who provide educational equipments manufacturer for engineering institutions, especially for the domains on artificial intelligence, IoT, computer science engineering, IT, ECE, EEE, E&I, and robotics. So we also provide, other than the manufacturing products, technical training, and at the same time prototype as well as do-it-yourself projects for everyone's understanding purpose and at the same time as a takeaway. Our vision is used to help 10 million students to learn the technology in an easy way. So what type of easy way many of them will be thinking? Why this vision we have taken means nowadays the students, those who are just learning, they doesn't know what these kind of applications are there. So this kind of free webinars will be taking a particular message, at least from a 1 hour content they will be able to get at least a 10 minutes knowledge into their particular mind, so they can just get a kind of idea what type of career they have to choose, what type of subjects they have to study, in which part they have to focus on. So for that particular reasons only we are consistently conducting many kinds of webinars in our organizations as well. We might you participants might have seen many types of topics like electric vehicle, IoT, power system, and currently machine learning is going on, and 5 days EV is going on, and today AI has been started. So these kind of different technologies are in the top trending, and each technology will play a major role into their particular subject and at the same time inside their career. So how easily we will be able to learn and what and all this particular subject comes under. Many of them will be having that particular AA paper, but it will be completely the theory like the processing and how that encoding and how that systems are reading binary. So like that kind of many chapters will be there, and at the same time maybe one or two mathematical algorithms will be there. So in this, with that particular mathematical algorithms, how to implement inside this particular application. So this kind of systems only we will be moving on towards all the practical classes. So important announcement to all the participants: attendance form will be issued at 8 p.m. and e-certificate will be provided at end of the series, and 25 days attendance is required for the masterclass participation. And in this 25 days you guys will be just enjoying with multiple practical technologies inside this particular webinar. So here I would like to say the difference between free masterclass as well as AI internship. A free masterclass means it is completely 100% free for that respective day. So after the live, the video won't be available. The duration for the live is 7:30 to 8:15. That is the minimum time which we have fixed. Maximum it will be 8 plus. And 25 days attendance is required to receive the free certificate. So these are the rules should be followed for free masterclass. And for AI internship, it is free for 60 days. The access period will be there. There won't be any particular timing. Flexible time, you can just log into that schedule and you can just learn it, and you can download all the project codes. If any assignments are provided, you guys can complete it and post it in any of the social media, and exclusive video with detailed explanations will be provided. Yeah, I think some of them are asking, how are you, sir? I'm glad, fine, no issues, with God's grace. Okay, if the group is full, kindly chat with them privately. They will be joining into any other group with that particular free space. Okay. Yes, everyone can register to the internship also. No issues at all. Okay, fine. So what you guys will be learning under this 30 days AA class. So into this 30 days AA class, we will be just overviewing that particular artificial intelligence and Python with artificial intelligence concepts. So why it is applied for Python? So regarding that tools, we will be covering in the second day. And the overview means what is that particular artificial intelligence? So what are the applications and how that particular artificial intelligence works? What are the components of artificial intelligence? And with the basic demo, how that AI is able to track a hand. So that will be one of the project over here. Then the second module which we will be covering inside your class, it is image and video processing using OpenCV. Then deep learning algorithms with computer vision applications. So that will be your third application inside this particular AI classes. And speech recognition using AI. So speech recognition, text to speech conversion, those kind of very small and simple methods can be applied with the help of the Python. So in this way only we will be just working with the integrations. And the last and final which are we working is NLP. So NLP applications working with AWS and Microsoft Azure. So this kind of demos, and at the same time everything we will be integrating it over here. So this kind of functions only we will be covering with all these 5 modules for the throughout entire 30 days class. Now we can see what are all that particular syllabus we will be seeing in the day by day agenda. So on to the day by day introduction to artificial intelligence. So today we will be having with introduction to artificial intelligence, and tomorrow we will be discussing with tools. So why Python for AI and what are the other tools they will be using for artificial intelligence, as well as we will be starting with Python basics. So how to be programmed, and at the same time how to install the packages, and why we have been integrated this Python with artificial intelligence. So like that kind of different streamings inside the Python we will be seeing over there. Introduction to computer vision and its applications. So completely we will be moving on with what is computer vision. So why we have been applied, how to install that computer vision, what are the additional supports required for computer vision. So some basic kickstarts also will be provided, like reading an image, color conversion. So like that kind of basic applications, and video reading, video writing. So that applications will be going on. And the next thing we will be just going on with image and video processing techniques. So how to apply the edge detection, how to filter, how to remove the noise. So this kind of image processing applications we will be seeing on day 4. And day 5 we will be starting to concentrate on the basic computer vision integrated with AI. So like color tracking using OpenCV. So how to track the different colors. So if you are showing an object, means the system should track only that particular color, and how it relates towards the artificial intelligence. Similarly, followed by we will be seeing face counting using OpenCV, edge detection and region of interest, lane detection, fire detection, gesture detection using sklearn, digital art, mouse control using gesture, drowsiness detection using eye aspect ratio, head pose detection, object recognition using DNN with TensorFlow, vehicle speed estimation, emotion recognition using deep learning, traffic sign recognition using deep learning, social distance monitoring, optical character recognition using OpenCV, speech recognition and text to speech conversion, speech emotion recognition using deep learning, introduction to NLP and its applications, how to work with the NLTK package and how to install that particular NLTK package, and what are the different terminologies available inside the NLP as well as NLTK, like tokenizing, stemming, purpose of lemmatizing, then chunking and its functions, Then comes with intro to NLP with AWS and working on this Azure integrating with AI. So like a simple basic kinds of chatbots we'll be able to create it with some of the freeware. So this will be the 30 days agenda for your masterclass. Yes, yes. Hello guys. Hello guys. Hello. Yes, guys. Please don't need to mention your name because we'll be providing you the attendance form, and once when you fill the form, you guys can just get fill it in a correct order for your certification progress. Please don't make any spelling mistakes in your name. Yeah, actually, the electric car design has been postponed for the next week. Yes, definitely day-to-day updates also we'll be discussing it over here, but at the end of the session. Okay. Yeah, fine. So let us start. Once again, I welcome all the participants for this Artificial Intelligence Masterclass. So today we can start with Introduction to AI. So before getting into that particular kind of device, or let's go for a small definition, because human can create many kinds of definitions and human can create whatever they want. So on that particular research basis only, like previously we were just sending the letters as a, what to say, a mail something, and now electronic mail, and at the same time WhatsApp is the latest kind of technology. So that complete changing has been done only for the needs of all the humans. So like that we can convey with our system itself, like what is an AI. So what is our system currently we are using? I'm having the particular Microsoft, and along with that I will be able to apply the chat. Hey Cortana, what is artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence, AI, is intelligence demonstrated by machines, as opposed to natural intelligence displayed by animals, including humans. Leading AI textbooks define the field as the study of intelligent agents, any system that perceives its environment and takes actions that maximize its chance of achieving its goals. Some popular accounts use the term artificial intelligence to describe machines that mimic cognitive functions that humans associate with the human mind, such as learning and problem solving. However, this definition is rejected by major AI researchers.
So similarly, whatever the Cortana is assisting to me, like since I am ready to take the class, but with the help of one of my assistant which was there into my system, I have just asked what is that particular device or what is that particular question over there. On to the question, it is able to provide me the answer. So whether the answer is proper or not, we have to conclude it. So that is the other case. How it is able to say that answer? The reason is whoever has created this particular system, they have trained that particular answer to this particular device. So on to that, whenever I am asking this particular question, it will be repeating only the same answer over here. But inside this, whatever we have made means first we have trained that particular data, and onto that it is able to recognize that particular question. So these two things has been trained. So if this is the input, this must be the output. It has been declared over there. Then final thing, it is able to speak out through the speaker as a text to speech conversion. So whatever the definition it has been stored, so that particular definition only we are also able to hear. So just think about it. Whenever if you are just going for any of the education purpose, so if artificial intelligence started to teach the students, till now how it has been upgraded means, initially it was known as the Gurukul, so which is conducted under the tree for a particular period of days. Then after that it has moved on to the schools, started with blackboard, and then language wise classes, Tamil medium, English medium, Hindi medium, like that many mediums are there. And now what happened means, inside the school itself smart classes are there, like to show some animative videos, so which can be accessed through cloud. Even if they are leave to school, they can collect all that particular notes through online. Then it has been changed into tuition classes, extra hours of tuition classes, and now the extra hours of tuition classes also can be done in the online. So like nowadays it is going through Zoom, or we can also say that kind of Google Meet, etc. So like apps like Byju's, and at the same time the participants who are there into this particular program, so this kind of system only, it is completely done through the online. Now the upcoming thing, it has been changed as artificial intelligence will be starting to teach. So what kind of teaching will be there? For example, let us take the KG sections. So on to the KG sections means, what are the major subjects they will be having? They will be having like alphabets and addition and numbers. So like that kind of some subjects only will be there. So within that, whatever we are training, so if it is recognizing this as A, then it will be spelling out A, and there itself it will be helping us to show how to write the A in that particular direction. So if students follow that particular A, they will be able to receive that response. So this is only the basic application regarding that AI. So into this AI, on intro, what and all we will be covering, like artificial intelligence, major parts of artificial intelligence, working of artificial intelligence, top listed tools and applications, top companies, and real-time demo. So onto this particular artificial intelligence, as the device said, like as the Cortana has said over here, artificial intelligence, it is a simulation where human gets mimicked by the computer. So like if I am able to imitate any of the person, then the system is also able to imitate any of the person. So that imitation, it has been completely created. That completely creation only is known as artificial. So what we are creating some intelligence to the machine. Therefore, it has been termed as artificial intelligence. Now inside this artificial intelligence, how that particular exhibits will be applied. Okay, so this machine won't be having all the particular peculiarities like a human. So what and all means, human can run, human can think, human can smell, human can feel, and human can reply. So this kind of some peculiarities we will be having our own by birth. So these kind of peculiarities cannot be created for a system except thinking, because the feel and the pain, so those kind of things and all, the machine won't be able to understand. The same thing, thinking and all means, if we start to create it, what are all the drawbacks means, it will start to create its own functions, because we humans will be thinking 1 to 100 times whether this should be done or not, but their 100 times thinking will be within a span of seconds, like within 1 or 2 seconds they will think everything, and if it is good or bad means they will start to execute. So those kind of knowledge level only the systems will be having. Now whatever I have said, it was one of the strong and biggest boon for artificial intelligence. So to overcome this artificial intelligence will be splitted into many types. So each and every project or each and every application, it relates to the AI. Like if one of the Cortana or one of that particular Alexa is able to recognize the voice and provide the voice assistance means, then the other device, like if you go for the chatbots, that will be able to send and receive the message only. If we are trying to combine this both means, then both the knowledge will be combined and everything will be clashed. It starts to create its own language over there. So this kind of functions only we have to take care whenever we are starting with artificial intelligence. Then what are the components required for artificial intelligence over here? So what is a component? So component, it is a particular basic support provided for any other step or procedure. So here we have totally 6 components inside artificial intelligence. So let us start with cognitive computing, computer vision, machine learning, neural networks, deep learning, and natural language processing. Among this, cognitive networks. So this cognitive network, it comes under the major part of a communication. Many of them might have heard cognitive radio networks. So through that, what is the main purpose inside the AI? Here also I am taking an example of a device. So let us take our mobile. So mobile, it is commonly called as smartphone. Why it is commonly called as smartphone? It has all the specific capability to assist a person smarter way. So what kind of smarter way? If I access my mobile, it will be able to collect the data and it will be able to store if I address to it. And if I ask it to open that app, it will open the app. If I ask that particular mobile to call a person, it will call a person. Even unlocking is also possible in some of the latest mobiles. So inside this cognitive computing, it is related towards the mobile phones and systems. So into this cognitive radio, what and all the applications are there? Like 5G communication, 4G communication, internet, Wi-Fi, LAN connections. So this kind of different communications are required. What is the purpose of communication inside the artificial intelligence? If everyone is trying to miniaturize the device, then they have to store the data at their cloud, because for cloud and as well as the storage, these two things only required a huge space. Now if we are buying an Alexa, it has some internal parts. One processor will be there and one mic will be there which is inbuilt, and some 4 buttons will be there, one charger plug-in will be there. So this much only one AI device, but where its data has been stored, it is stored inside the cloud. And this particular device, it is connected to the Wi-Fi which is situated inside the home, or you are forced to connect your hotspot, because without these one-off connections that device won't work at all. Why? The reason is it won't be able to collect the data, because all the processing, all the comparison, all the data collection, everything it is done through the cloud. So for that communication purpose, the cognitive computing is must inside the artificial intelligence. Then comes under the computer vision. So computer vision, it is one of the drastic area and which has been highly boomed for multiple applications like face recognition and face emoji, augmented reality, and nowadays ADAS, advanced driver assistance system, especially in autonomous vehicles, and speed capture. So like this kind of many applications are there. Then what is the purpose of computer vision over here? Like how humans have eyes and have an ability to think by seeing a particular product. So if I am just seeing any of the product in front of me, I will get some idea on it, and if I want to see that particular color, so just with the help of my eyes only it is able to collect the data. But with the help of the eyes, here I am able to collect only that visual data. There is no any other kind of data over there. Rest of the data are stored inside my brain. So if the screen border is in black, therefore it is known as that particular black color has been trained already into my brain. So whenever my eyes detects that particular black color things, I can say it is a black color thing. Or if that particular thing has a specific name, so in front of me another monitor is there and another bag is there, both are in black, so therefore I can say it is a black bag and black monitor. So this comes under the classification of intelligence with visual techniques. visualization is different, visual is different. So visualization means whatever we want to see, it must be displayed over there. Visual means whatever we are going to see, it will be collecting the data. So this data will be collected and that will be stored at a particular place. Then that data will be matched into the code. So once whenever it gets matched, with the help of some logics, we'll be able to make it as an computation based artificial intelligence. Then let us move on towards the machine learning. Now onto that particular machine learning, if we go, everyone has gone under to this particular word for almost 2-3 years. If anyone freshers are there, means they will be just knowing only now. Like if many of the staffs or anybody is conducting this kind of mini sessions or joining, means they might have known around more than 4 to 5 years, like machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning and all. Onto that, the machine learning, making the machine to learn. Then what is deep learning? That is also making machine to learn. So into this machine learning, this neural network won't be created, or even though if some neural networks are available, that will be in the lower level of the model. There won't be much efficient training because we need both that particular parts, like some low accurate training and high accurate training. It depends upon the applications. Then what is this neural network over here? This neural network means integrating both system as well as the user data. So to integrate the data over there only, we are using this neural network, like the neuron whichever present inside our body. So each and every part we have different neurons. Especially inside the brain, we have some neurons for reflex actions, for thinking possibilities, for storing the data, for alarming, alerting. So like that kind of many neurons are available. So like that only this neuron also, ANN, BPNN, then shallow neural network, dense neural network, deep neural network. So like that kind of different neural networks are there. And this machine learning, it completely comes under in the form of the statistic applications. The same thing, if you are just going for the deep learning, means whatever we are doing in the machine learning, the advanced level means going little bit depth. If you are providing that particular data, means that data here it will be applied in a depth format. So that depth calculations will make the machine to understand little bit in a higher level. Then comes under the natural language processing. For each and every country, they have their own mother tongues, especially for foreign countries except India. So inside this India, we have many other languages like Gujarati, Marathi, then Malayalam, Tamil, like that. N number of languages are there. Okay, even inside that particular state itself, the languages will be separated. Like if you go for the Kerala, means the North Kerala one slang, Mid Kerala is one slang, and South Kerala is another slang. When if it comes towards the Kerala and Tamil Nadu border, means that slang is entirely different. So that's why only I said n number of languages are there inside India. So those languages will be in the form of naturally spoken by all the people. But inside the system, whatever we have means zeros and ones. If you provide the proper pronunciation only, it will be able to understand. Now, whatever the particular slang is available, if you are just integrating with that human and the device, means then naturally it must be trained over there. How English has been trained, the same thing only rest of the languages also will be applied. Like how the Google has an option to work under the multiple languages. Only the Google is providing multiple language access. If you go for the Amazon's Alexa, means you have two language switching options. One is English and another one is Hindi. So this kind of data should be processed towards the system. But as I have said earlier, none of them is stored inside that particular device. Everything is stored upward to the cloud. So to increase the space inside the cloud, we have to minimize this data. That's why these data will be processed and it will be stored once whenever the customer is required, they can select the option, they can move on with their particular applications. So this what comes under the components required for artificial intelligence, and I hope I have given the short note on it. So there will be a big note. So onto that particular big notes only we will be just covering up in this entire 30 days. So onto the 30 days program we will be just seeing how that particular AI and NLP, so some parts of deep learning, how to use that particular packages and how to create the layers, how the layers has been created, how to refer the documentation. So like that and all we will be just seeing over there. So till here, does anybody have doubts? Means you can just post it over there onto the chat. Yeah, I know that everyone is present. Okay, so I hope there's no doubts. Participants, your attendance are not required over here. You can just kindly fill that Google form. And instead of the posting that particular presence or please post your doubts. Cognitive computing, yes, sure. So cognitive, it is nothing like cognitive radio networks. So we will be having independent tower system, like whatever now currently we are just using it comes under the CRN only. So onto that tower systems, each and every tower will be connected. So if we are just moving from this place to that place, means everyone will be thinking, oh, I will be getting lost of the range. But no, that particular tower will be continuing over there. So that is only the cognitive. It is must for artificial intelligence to balance the network, especially inside the internet. Internet is the most important cognitive communication for the artificial intelligence, because all the data will be stored and trained inside the cloud. Main difference between machine learning and deep learning. So that main difference between machine learning and deep learning, it comes under the algorithms. So onto the machine learning, we will be just applying only the linear, or linear in the sense single equation, or overview, like that. Only once it will be get trained, or there won't be such an depth analysis over there. Same thing if you go for deep learning, each and every value will be depth analyzed and it will be stored into multiple neurons. Based on the neuron only, the neural network and the deep learning weightage will be increased. AI is possible with JavaScript, but it is not possible for me. Why means I don't know Java. Yes, Abhishek Verma. It's not a problem at all, because practice makes a man perfect. You can practice it anything. Yes, just follow my codes and instructions. Everyone will be able to get it. How to connect, please. How to connect that? I'm extremely sorry. I'm not able to get what is the question over here. How can we connect AI with Python? Windows Studios, that course only we are going to have. Yes, totally 6,000 people are there and only less number of likes. So I hope this video is boring. Yeah, NLP part, it is nothing but processing the natural languages. Whatever I am speaking, that should be naturally processed. For example, if I speak in Malayalam, like Sugamano. It means, are you good? So the same thing we have to train towards the machine. The same thing if I am going with Tamil, Nalla irkingla. So that particular word also should be trained towards the machine. That thing only here indicates the natural language processing. Because whatever the language I have spoke, it is a natural one. If I want to integrate with the machine, therefore that particular state's language only it should be. Which language is easy? Yeah, Python is very easy while compared to any other language. Yes. Neural networks. This is just a small intro. In detail, we will be going in upcoming classes and for today's demo also. Yes, this is my slow. You guys can just see I'm just kept only one slide and the 6 components only I have explained. Python is compulsory for AI. Any one language is compulsory for AI. Google Assistance. Yes, it is also an AI only. Many of them are interested to ask the questions and I'm feeling such a very bad thing. We're feeling very difficult to follow over here. So I can provide you one idea, guys. So whatever the doubts you have, you just post it as a comment, not in the chat. Post it in the comment. So we will be analyzing each and every comment over there and we will be providing you the reply. Okay, even if it is for the total 6,700 people also is there, means I will be just providing that particular reply for the entire 30 days. Why means many of them are typing again and again. So you guys also will be feeling difficult. I am also feeling difficult to follow up everything. I am not sure regarding this particular DevOps and all. I have worked only in the form of Python as well as MATLAB. Yes, creation of Jarvis is possible. What situation? It's not a situation. It completely comes under problem solving. Okay, fine. So I'm feeling more difficult to just follow this. Kindly provide your questions into the comments. So most probably within tomorrow evening, you guys will be receiving it. Okay, in mechanical, what will be the future of AI? So in mechanical, very simple, onto the vehicles only. Integrating artificial intelligence with vehicles. That comes under the future for mechanical people. Power plant, everywhere. AWS means Amazon Web Service. So guys, kindly like and share, and I hope everyone has shared this particular live into the Facebook and Instagram. Share with your friends. Yeah. Okay. So next thing. So how to create an AI? What are the requirements? So now we have seen what are all the components required. So components like embedded system, cognitive, this kind of functions only we will be having up over there. So once whenever we are working onto this kind of functions means here we will be able to make it up in the form of integrations. So those integrations whenever we are working means we will be just creating all that particular application as a product. So inside that product here we will be having a kind of question like how to integrate both artificial intelligence as well as the hardware. So for that we can just focus on this artificial intelligence throughout this entire session, and if that particular possibilities are there means we'll be showing you how to integrate with Jetson Nano or Raspberry Pi. So now the first step of creating that artificial intelligence is choose a data set. So choose a data set means first we have to look onto the problem. Okay, so I hope everyone will be understanding this. Just give a keen note for this, like we have to find out the problem. For example, if the problem for me is like getting a particular message, I am not knowing to that, so that is my problem. Then how to find out a solution for that? Therefore I have to keep an alert to it. So what will be the alert? I will be having 3 mails. So from this 3 mail, whatever it is there, it should be alerting me, not the sound other than that. So first of all, what will be the data set? The data set is nothing but the previous mails. So that particular previous mails, or inside the mails itself we have many things like social media, updates and primary, like that we have separate thing. From that I require only the primary thing over there. Now if I take all that particular 3 things means like update and social media also, those data I have to collect it from the mail. So we will be having a separate mail for that or separate data set itself. Now I have to prepare the data. So prepare, that means process. So inside primary itself I will be having many unwanted spams and wanted mails. From that those mails should be splitted up over there. Now within that particular section I have prepared the data. Now I am going to train this to one of the model, taking any algorithm, any programming language, anything. So within that I will be just taking it. Now onto that I am going to train. If this kind of mails are received, you have to alert me. Okay, so that particular training will be provided into that particular model and it will be converted into a particular part. For example, like how we purchase the vegetable, we won't purchase each and everything each and every day. Just go to the market, collect all the vegetables and we will be just keeping in our fridge. Whenever we need, we will be taking it like that only. So we will be collecting all the data set and we will be making into a package, and that particular package will be training into the model. So trained means what I am training to the machine. Whenever it is collecting or whenever it is receiving this such a notification or this particular input, you have to alert me. That will be my assess result. So this kind of method only we will be creating an artificial intelligence. Now how that particular AI is being worked over there. Now we have seen how to create an AI, like what are the steps to be created. Now on to that we have seen choose the data set. So for choosing the data set we require what is the problem. So here the data set is classification of animals. So therefore animal picture will be there. So animal photo should be collected and label of the animal also will be collected. Okay, like how means dog, cat, giraffe, like that we can collect. And at the same time inside the dog itself we have many variants like Pomeranian, German Shepherd, Labrador. So like that kind of different labels are there. That is up to our wish which one we have to train. Now inside this, here it will be collecting the data and we have to store it at a particular place. Now inside the coding, we have to move on towards the processing part. Okay, so what is that process? It will collect the data after providing to the input. Okay, this structure is commonly said as neural network. Before going into the neural network, one process will be there, converting into the grayscale and removing the noises from the image. So that process will be happening over here, and from that it will be moving on to the input of the network. So from that input of the neural network, it will be moving on towards hidden layers. So inside the hidden layer, all the data of a particular image will be stored up over there. So finally the output, whatever the input we have given, it will be able to match it. If I have given dog's image and if I receive the output as dog, means the artificial intelligence system is working perfectly, because there I have trained only dog's image. The same thing if I am going with the cat's image as input, means, and receiving as a dog, means, then it is completely wrong. So the next step is, if it is recognizing as cat, therefore it should recognize as cat only. If I am sending it as dog, means it should recognize as dog. That's why whenever we are training towards the system, at least 2 data sets are required. Now in this previous explanation, many of them will be having a doubt why I have taken the 3 parts of mail. So if I train towards the particular system 3 different parts, then only it will be able to know what is the actual part. If I am teaching to a student like this is alphabet, this is number, if I teach them both the things only, they will be able to know which one is alphabet and which one is number. If I write at the alphabet and say this as alphabet, and if I write a number this is also as an alphabet, means then that particular child will be learning it as both the thing as alphabet. So that particular methods only we have to follow into the artificial intelligence. So in this particular methods only, the neural networks and the deep learning part will be working in all over the way inside the artificial intelligence. What are the applications of artificial intelligence? So integrating this artificial intelligence with robots. So onto that particular robots means, therefore like robots, what are the functions? To move from one place to another place, reduce the stress of a human. Now to this I am integrating the artificial intelligence over there. So just follow the line, or whenever if you find the garbage, collect it and throw it in the dustbin. So this kind of training only I have to provide. If it want to detect the garbage, means I can use the camera. If it want to detect the line, means I can use an IR sensor, or camera is more than enough to follow the lane, and I have to train that particular dustbin. So whenever if it finds anything, it will pick it and it will just go and drop it. So that is one kind of application. The same thing if I want to make that particular robot to move from one place to another place without clashing. Clashing means without hitting anywhere. So for that I have to detect that particular walls, the surroundings, everything should be trained to the system. For that we can apply the SLAM type of algorithm, which can be applied with the help of LiDAR and depth cameras. Then security system. If you guys take your mobile phone, everyone has 2 securities. One will be the fingerprint and another will be the face ID. The face ID means it will be collecting the particular person's photo. It will ask to turn left, turn right, like that and all. And after collecting, therefore, whenever if you show your face, it will start to open. The same thing finger. You have to keep all the places of your tip of the finger. It has to get all the pattern. Only whenever that particular pattern is getting applied, then only it will be able to unlock. And like that, this security system can also be enhanced into one more step, like face recognition system for attendance purpose, then mask detection. So this kind of applications and all comes under the vision techniques. Then grouping of data. Now whatever I have said, initially in the periods of 2008 2009, during that particular time, if you are receiving a Gmail means everything will be fed into the one particular part known as inbox. Now inside inbox itself we are having more than two different types of progress. Okay, so that two different types of progress means, like one is primary, one is social media, and another one is updates, whatever I have classified. So similar to that, we can create whatever we need. If you want to get the particular mail from a particular organization, for example at pantechmail.com, if you are just creating a separate group means all the Pantech mails will be fed only into that particular box of your inbox. And social media means you can collect all the particular mails from LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, everything over there. Everything is sent as mail, but once when we receive, it is clustered and saved into a particular part. That is known as grouping. Commonly this grouping everyone might have learned into the machine learning in a different part known as clustering. This is known as the cluster, and for this kind of applications only most of them are using this k-means cluster. Health is one of the most wider applied for everyone. All the technologies has been involved inside the health oriented applications only. If you are going with antenna means for MRI scans. Communication, same internet or voice oriented communications are available. AI chatbots are available. You can interact with any of the doctor anywhere. Okay, and you can book your appointments with the doctor with the help of web pages, and at the same time you can send the pics, and with the help of the image processing and all means you can identify the tumor by integrating with AI. So we have to make that particular device to understand this is tumor, this is lung tumor, this is cervical cancer, this is brain tumor, like that kind of diseases we have to train towards the system, and the skin cancer. So like this kind of different applications we will be able to integrate for health purpose inside the applications. For now only the chatbot has been initiated for this kind of applications inside the artificial intelligence, especially for health. So soon everything will be we'll be able to obtain as soon as possible. What are the top companies which work under the artificial intelligence? So according to the past 3 days, this report has been initiated inside the past 3 days. So according to that particular past 3 days, Triple C, Veriton, Logic Monitor, Neat, People.ai, Ascent, Osaro, Riskfield, Nvidia, Neuro, Tempest, Ascent, DataRobot, Freenom, Grammarly, CloudMinds, H2O.ai, Nauto, OpenAI, Swift Science, SoundHound, Vicarious, Zoox, and Zimmergen. So these are all different artificial intelligence company, or these companies only work for the artificial intelligence purpose. Now here many of them might have heard the name Nvidia as well as OpenAI. Okay, and many of them will be thinking that this particular man has not listed the most important companies like Google, Amazon, and one more interesting companies are there. We will be discussing it now itself. So that particular company is why I did not list means because that is known to everyone, and those kind of companies are always trending inside the top. So we have to know other companies also what and all they are using, and why I have listed over here means those who are coming to this particular course, they will get an idea. So this companies will be providing the support for artificial intelligence as a career. as a career or as a product, anything. Okay, so for that only here we have just displayed this kind of different companies upon here. Now therefore here we are going to just discuss the most interesting topic. Whenever we start to think regarding towards this artificial intelligence, we won't be able to forget this particular company or this particular person, and he will be the evergreen hero for everyone until the engineering gets expired. So some of the heroes whatever we have, Jeff Boss, or let it be Sundar Pichai, so like that he is also a particular hero for all the engineering, which is known as Elon Musk. So he is the person who made a drastic change for artificial intelligence. In which way means in multiple applications like advanced driver assistance system, uh, which he has bought Tesla. Many of them will be say that is an electric vehicle. How it comes under the artificial intelligence? The mode of running vehicle, it is electric only, but whether the vehicle should be run or not, those intelligence it will be created by the vehicle. So artificial intelligence integrated with vehicle over here, which denotes the speed, which denotes the distance, and which able to control the speed, which assists in multiple way. And I'm not sure how many of them has seen that particular separate videos of Tesla. So if you guys are free, you can just take it for a long trips and all. They will just put in the sleep mode and they will start to move, and only at the turnings the drivers will be just using the steerings over there. Rest all places with that maintaining all the traffic rules and everything, this particular vehicle will be moving on. So this is one sort of product from Elon Musk. Since he has created some of the huge products, that is the reason here we have just applied it. Then comes under the Neuralink. The Neuralink, it is nothing but the chip which will be integrated into the brain, which we will be able to control, not only the control, visualizing inside our brain also it is possible. That's only his research is saying. So soon that also will be availed, and we are not that, our company is not that much big of working in the Neuralink, but anyway we also capable of it working with a small kind of sensor which is known as brain computer interface. So through that EEG values we will be able to control, or we will be able to send or receive the data for any of the applications. The next thing whatever Mr. Elon Musk has created, it is nothing but Falcon rockets. So what is the particular Falcon? What he has applied the AI into the rockets. It has to land. It has to return back and land in both the positions, either in the particular land surface and at the water surface. At both the places, the particular rocket has to be land, and that particular latitude and longitude of the particular geographical position will be denoted towards the system. So in that way it will be landing in a particular place, and those rockets can be reused at any time. So that is one of the drastic change which the person has been bought. So this is nothing but OpenAI. So OpenAI, previously I have mentioned that company in the top companies. I'm not sure how many of them has noticed that this company provides API integrations, application interface key, for all the artificial intelligence requirements. Like if you are just creating a product means you can just use that particular API of OpenAI, and from that it will be providing all the particular training challenges, testing challenges, and you can also sell it to the customer for real-time applications. So that belongs to the OpenAI. The Boring Company. So this will be another company created by Elon Musk. The interesting part of this company means he is trying to travel under the tunnel. So under the tunnel also we have to make it some sort of traveling enabling. So that particular features only his particular project, and this Boring Company only it is also being taken for our fast loop trains. So this kind of research is only here it is applied by Mr. Elon Musk, And except the boring company, according to me, except the boring company, rest all companies are integrated with AI as a part of it application. So that's why here I have chosen this particular person, because multiple domains, multiple integrations with AI is being done only into this particular company. The same thing if I go for Amazon, means they are having Alexa, or at the same time they are having AWS. If I go for Google, the Google Assistants will be one of the AI and the Google search engine. Some of the cloud applications are there, but not like this kind of much a huge product. So that was the reason here I have explained and prepared a particular slide only for explaining this applications over here. Now let us go for a quiet and small demo on working with recognizing the hand gesture part. So like here I have the deep learning models which is already trained, and inside this text model here I can open that particular proto text. Since I have collected in the form of cafe model, everything it is able to get inside the text. The same thing if you are going with any of the mobile ends, means we won't be able to understand. XML also cannot be understood over here. The most important parts for the datasets inside the deep learning means proto text as well as cafe model. So here input, the image will be taken dimension 1, dimension 3, dimension 1, dimension 1. So like that kind of different data has been analyzed over here, and the layer of the neural networks also has been declared. So this is the first convolution layer, then decade layer, and the parameter comes to the learning rate as well as decay multiple layer. Then next comes under the second convolution parameter, which contains the kernel value. Similarly, the other one which contains ReLU activation along with the convolution layer. Then the final thing, one more convolution parameter for bias filler, which creates the integrations of all that particular data from the ReLU activation. Then pooling stage. So like that it is repeated for all the convolution layers. Totally we will be having 3 convolution layers over here. Okay, so onto that convolution layer only. So this will be that particular final ReLU activation. So till here we will be having that particular convolution. This CONV7 does not means for the convolution layer, it means for the dense layers inside the Keras or cafe model. Now on to that. So here we will be just working with that CV2. I am using the computer vision OpenCV. Then importing time for displaying that time calculation sequence of different frames. Then comes with NumPy, and therefore protofile. So protofile means whatever the text there the layers has been created, that will be called upon here. Then the next thing is iteration model, cafe model. This model we won't be able to open. Even if we open and see, means those model will be in the form of junk values which we won't be able to understand, only machines will be able to understand. So totally 22 points has been generated over here to detect my hand. So based on that particular movements, I will be able to get the pairs of hands like 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So based on that particular points only, here we will be able to detect how and in which position my hand is belong over here. Now therefore the threshold is applied. Input source is 0 means to access my laptop's webcam camera, and cv2.video capture, which enables the function for webcam access. Then frame, in order to read each and every frame so that all the movements it will be recorded. Frame width and height will be automatically decided, like height and width is provided over here, aspect ratio, because according to the screen size means it is too much large and it is very difficult to see over there. Then here we have created a video writer format. The purpose of video writer means to store the video whatever it has been recognized. Once if it starts the program, it starts to write the video and it will be saving that particular file format. Now we are going to read the deep neural networks over here. For that we have to call cv2.dnn, readnet from Caffe, protofile and weights file. So those Caffe model and the prototext only we have to take it as input. Now before going to that, so here input and pre-processing and the filters comes in the form of web camera, whichever it has been connected over here, and the dataset whatever we are going to take, it comes under the prototext and the Caffe model. So both the complete things will be matching onto the neural network DNN. So initially the time will be taken as 0, then time will be calculated according to the each and every loop of the frame. So that read data will be stored into the net application, and where we are going to combine it means here. So onto this, here we will be combining it in the form of output part. So before that we will be calculating all our blob area. Okay, blob in the sense it is a particular area to region out inside the video or image using computer vision technique. Now within that, what are the points we have given? So what are the points we have given means, according to that points we have to draw the map. So for that only, for I in range of points inside the output, according to the frame width and height, the circle and the text, everything will be drawn, and along with that the lines also will be connected. So if the lines is connected, the lines will be repeated according to the points wherever it has been obtained. So finally, by integrating with that pairs, all that particular integrations will be called as a logical condition. Finally, those video will be displayed out inside this particular box. So now I am just running the module. So this is considered as a demo. It's not a particular real-time kind of execution or as a class and all. This is a demo over here. So now you can see that particular frame, it is detecting my face. Now if I show my hand, so it has started to recognize that particular part. Now everything is even. Onto the respective position and the gesture, here everyone can see that particular point. So this is not able to recognize, so I have kept it in different part. It's not only able to detect the front part, even the back part of the hand also it is able to detect. as a requirement. So this is one sort of AI interfaced with computer vision. So like this kind of programs only we will be just seeing in our upcoming classes with some of the advanced techniques. We'll be starting from basics only, like basics of Python, basics of computer vision. So like that only we'll be moving for 1 or 2 days. So after that we will be starting to implement that particular basics for the mid level, and likewise we will be going for the some kickstart of the advanced level. So here I can take all the points wherever it has been directed. So this is known as some basic requirements for the artificial intelligence are here. So now onto the process, whatever I have shown, the input, the pre-processing is applied, like the blob, resizing the window, capture, everything. So that comes under the filters and pre-processing stage. Then from that, the datasets is converted into the DNN part. Finally, onto the execution, it is able to track my movement of the hand. So this was my particular aim. So to solve that particular problem only, the solution. Most of them, whenever we are selecting that problem for AI, the same thing only we should be having inside our solution. So this is what hand tracking using computer vision with neural networks. Yes. The network might be slow due to the climate, everything. I hope so. Yes, the live will be ended soon. And the AI news which I am going to discuss with you, it is nothing but, so within the period from 2021, like from this year, within the 2026, one of the AI model is going to be developed as soon as possible. So that particular thing is like integrating the customer care with conversational artificial intelligence along with the voice. Till now, whatever the conversational we are having means through a chatbot. It will be providing a list of problem. From that we have to click. Then we have to provide this as our issue. Then like that. If it has been solved means we have to rate it. Similar like hereafter when we call to the customer care, like this kind of voice chatbot only will be available. Okay, so that only particular thing it will be integrated within 2026. This particular thing will be enabled. So this has been collected, this news on today at 3:30 p.m. at galvnews.com. So for this particular elaboration, you can just visit that particular site. So the purpose of internship is to learn, practice, verify, and get certified for your growth inside your career as well as your passion. So inside the 1 month internship, what and all you will be receiving is e-certificate and organized video content, source codes, PPT, assignments, flexible time you can attend the class, and access period for 60 days is available. What are the outcomes? It has been displayed inside the agenda. So everyone can just go once again inside the agenda what and all the projects we are going on. Okay, these projects will be explained clearly with an in-depth manner over here. So how to get into the particular internship means, so you can just click these two links, any of these two links. So first I will show for the site. So once when you click onto the link, click on apply now. Then here you will be having that particular application. So before going to the apply, go to the login and sign up and provide all your credentials, and after that you purchase it. Now click on this coupon, welcome AI, click on apply coupon. If any percentage and the limitations are there, it will be applied. Yeah, so therefore the coupon has been applied. Now after that, click on proceed to checkout. This is the method of purchase. Okay, so here we have to select our credentials. Designation as student. If you are as a professor means like a professional, professor, doctor, like that we can select. So student, faculty or industry personnel. So if you are not professor, like if you are a boy, you can just go for Mr. Provide the name. Your second name. So provide the required details. You can enter your college name. So make sure your college name must be correct, because these details only it will be there in certificate. So select the state, select your domain, select the stream, year of passing, everything. You can provide your address. Okay, and now we can click on the place order. Okay, so in this way we will be able to create that particular functions, and we can get back to the login. If this login you guys are facing an issue, we have another login. So clicking on the second link, okay, just click on pay now, enter the name, enter the mail ID, enter the phone number, if you have discount code you can welcome AI, click on apply. Now it's applied over there, click on next. Click on next. Now the name should be provided for certificate purpose. Here it has been mentioned, so give the proper name, and here select the prefix as Mr. Click on next. Now we can provide the payment. So in this way only you can just move on. So kindly I have provided, if anybody is feeling difficult over here, for internship you will be receiving the college names. Yeah, so okay guys, I hope everyone have enjoyed the session. So if you have any queries, you can just follow us on 98409 74408. And therefore, happy learning to all. Yes, break is granted. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time. And they said, some of them have said that they know Elon Musk, no need to go for that. Many of them know that Elon Musk, and many of them doesn't know what Elon Musk is doing. So for that particular career only, we will be just learning this kind of sessions. So make use of it. And okay guys, then thank you all. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time, and we'll be having an fantastic month on learning this artificial intelligence. Yes, free notes, everything we'll be providing it. Yes, assignments, everything will be providing it. Sure. And any doubts are there means post in the comment. Definitely you guys will be receiving a reply to it.